Hello everybody, I'm Frida Stauffer. I just came out from an appointment. I saw a ENT, ear, nose, and throat specialist because I told my PCP about my smell being affected and taste. My smell is wonky, and I can taste, but I don't taste the same as before. So my PCP had referred me to the specialist, and he said that COVID-related loss of smell and taste that doesn't return to normal is nerve damage. So I have nerve damage from COVID in my nose. But I don't know what else. I mean, what else can be damaged? I know that is damaged. He said that you can retrain yourself to recognize smells. So he gave me some things to do at home in the meantime until my next appointment. So that's what we're working on for now. Let me see if I can back up here. Yeah. I think I parked in the employee parking lot. The other side was full when I arrived. I have a few things to clip at the end from the weekend. It was a kind of a little bit boring weekend, but it was also very relaxing. So I hope that you enjoy the clips I made. In the meantime, I'm gonna drive, and if you want to, I thought I could tell you a creepy story since it's October and it's the month of Halloween. So okay. I have this, I read this story in this Spooky South book that I bought from Goodwill last time. And it makes me laugh. Some of the spooky stories make me laugh. I like them, but they make me laugh. They're a little bit spooky, but they are more funny to me. So I'm gonna go through here and see if I can come out on the other side or not. It's a pretty big median with businesses in between. I don't know if I can go out here. I guess I can, yeah. Okay. So the story I wanted to say today was about a headless person. An old man and woman lost everything that they owned, or most of what they owned, and they walked together. They were going to go to their daughter's house, and they were walking through the woods and along dismal roads, and it was very far away from civilization, woods, and they only came to a few houses. There were not very many houses. So finally it was getting dark, and they decided to stop at a house they saw, and someone had, I don't know if someone told them beforehand or if they just went and knocked on the door. They knocked on the door and there was no one there, but they opened it and there was food cooking, like a rabbit was cooking on the stove, and some beans. So the lady was saying, I wonder where the owner is. I wonder where the resident is. I could make some cornbread for dinner. And the man was saying, well, we could drink some coffee. I'll go to the outside to the spring and collect some water, to make coffee. So the man went out to get a bucket of water, and the lady stayed inside thinking she's going to make some cornbread to go with dinner, even though the resident was nowhere in sight. So she heard something, and then there was a headless person there, and the headless person was begging her, some robbers came, and they were trying to rob me. They were going to dig up my treasure from down in the basement. I guess it had the dirt floor, so he had buried his treasure in the basement, and they murdered him to get it. And they cut his head off. They buried his head on one side of the basement and his body on the other. And he was sad because he wanted to be his head to be returned to him, and he wanted to be buried with his head. And he said, if you agree to return me to my head together, I will show you where my treasure is buried. So the old woman said, okay, that's something we can do. And then her husband returned, and he was shocked. He was scared to death because he saw this headless person, and when he heard the story, he agreed. So they went down there to get with the headless person to the basement, and he showed them where the treasure was buried, and they dug it up, and they kept digging. The old man kept digging until he found it. He heard the noise. So then the headless person showed them where his head was buried. So the old man went and dug up the head. It wasn't buried real deep. So he dug the head, and he handed it to the headless person. And the headless person just, like a ghost, went down back into the ground at the spot where his body was buried and took his head with him. And then the old man started counting the gold, and the lady said, well, we're gonna have this treasure for the rest of our lives. We'll have the rest of our lives to count the treasure, but that rabbit upstairs is gonna burn if we don't go eat it now. So they went upstairs, and she made their cornbread and coffee, and they ate dinner. And then from then on, they never needed anything in their life. They didn't even have to go to live with their daughter. They were the spook, the ghost, told them that he's going to give them his property and his treasures. So they lived in that house until they died happy, and they were happy and rich until the end of their lives. I thought that was a funny story, and it was a little bit spooky, but more funny to me. I thought that was a perfect Halloween story, and they were able to help their kids out with some of the money they had, and from helping that poor ghost get his head back. So I thought that was a cute and funny and appropriate Halloween story. So I hope you liked it. Here's my cat sleeping. Theodore, are you wore out? He likes to sleep on Latif's car. There's my lunch. It's a chopped cheese. Mohammed loves making chopped cheese. He cooks the hamburger meat loose, and then he adds a lot of American cheese, and that's a chopped cheese. Between two toasted pieces of bread. He loves it. He puts a lot of delicious seasoning in it. And it tastes really good. He's doing a good job at it. He makes them often. It's very delicious. Muhammad knows how to spice things and make it taste delicious. It's warm and savory and filling and yummy. I don't know. Zakia, where's your old bike?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I know. Because I don't use it anymore. Did you throw it away?
I don't know. I didn't throw it away. It's a beautiful October day. Very relaxing. I'm out here on the hammock. And I'm looking up at the trees.
Hi.
I love this kind of weather. It's so nice. We don't even have the air conditioner on.
I know Victoria's sister.
It's finally off.
You wouldn't believe she's
I can save a lot of electricity in the wintertime. In the fall and winter because we don't need the AC. Zakia. Zakia, what's wrong? Why don't you kids use that swing? It's a beautiful day to relax. I have not been relaxing lately, but today I am. Hi, Karam.
Hi.
That's a very good swing.
Yeah.
I bought
330 pounds.
Yes, I got it from Amazon too. I buy these things when they're on sale.
Yeah.
Swings and things from Amazon.
Because they're too much money. Why do they cost so much for no reason?
Well, I don't know. That is my lunch for Monday. There are some shrimp dumplings here, and there's some cabbage with Asian seasonings in it. I put red pepper flakes, I put some chicken bouillon, put some soy sauce, put some ginger, some garlic. And I cooked it together. I cooked this cabbage for a while, and then I added the dumplings and steamed them for a while it finished cooking. And it smells good, as far as I can tell. And I can't wait to eat it.